The 7th of January 2025, and my name is Mercy Daru, the anchor for Nilecast. This evening, we always run for you Nilecast at 7 p.m. from Mondays to Mondays. And before we dash any further, let's first take a look on the headlines that make up the big stories leading tonight.
Coming up in the news tonight, Nile Catholic welcomes Bishop-elect Monsignor Constantine Ruping. Public advised to embrace education for development. And military jails Besige's lawyer Aaron Kiza for 9 months. More of these details will come in the Nilecast live at 7 p.m.
And welcome back from the headlines, moving straight to our stories that makes up the big stories tonight. Nile Catholic is overwhelmed with great joy with the entrance of the Bishop-elect Reverend Father Dr. Monsignor Constantine Ruping, the newly appointed Bishop of Nile Catholic Diocese by Pope Francis. On the 5th of Jan 2025, the Nile Catholic community thronged right from Pakwach to give him the best welcome to the diocese. Alfred Jawok reports.
Over 1,000 Catholic youths from across the diocese gathered at Nile Cathedral ceremonial ground for a one-week conference aimed at inspiring and empowering them to become active participants in their faith. The conference, themed Rooted in Faith, Growing in Hope, featured a range of activities including keynote addresses, workshops, and prayer sessions. The youths also had the opportunity to participate in the sacrament of reconciliation and attend Mass. In his opening address, Reverend Father Walter Okurash, youth chaplain in Nile Catholic Diocese, emphasized the importance of faith in the lives of young people. He added that Catholic youths are the future of the church.
Joining together, praying that God should bless the year 2025, and the Pope has opened for us the door of mercy, Jubilee year, 25 years. Of celebrating the goodness of God, that God has forgiven us many times, but sometimes we always...
The Catholic community over the weekend came together to welcome Bishop-elect Reverend Father Dr. Constantine Ruping, newly appointed by Pope Francis to the Diocese of Nile Catholic Diocese. The announcement was met with congratulations from fellow bishop, priest, and the community of Nile Catholic Diocese. While welcoming the Bishop-elect from Pakwach Bridge, Honorable Robert Ometostin, Chairperson Pakwach District Local Government, warmly welcomed the Bishop-elect, wishing him every blessing as he commences his new ministry in February this year.
We feel highly honored welcoming our Bishop-elect for the Catholic Diocese, because the diocese and the Ulu Archdiocese had become too wide for the Archbishop to handle. We believe with the coming of the Bishop, the Archbishop will get a little relief that his people work will reduce. And also, within the diocese, there are several activities that require a resident bishop. So we are very grateful for all that he has done to give us a bishop in the Catholic Diocese. That is why today we celebrate and give him a welcome at the gate of this Nile, Pakwach, to usher him into Nile Catholic Diocese.
Robert Abak, Nile Resident District Commissioner, also extended his congratulations, assuring the Bishop-elect of the support and prayers of the people, priests, and religious of Nile Catholic Diocese.
The blessing we have the Bishop-elect today, we are receiving Bishop-elect, and the preparation begins today by receiving him. The rest we shall handle after receiving him, and not be having regular meetings in preparation for the big day. That's the second of February this year. That is the day for concentration and installation.
The welcome message to Bishop-elect Monsignor Dr. Constantine Ruping also highlighted the significance of unity and charity in his work. The message emphasized the importance of finding agreement of essential truth rejoicing in diversity and establishing bonds of charity. As the Catholic community welcomes Bishop-elect Reverend Father Constantine Roping, they are reminded of the importance of unity, prayer and support in their shared journey of faith. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast. Essential truth, rejoicing in diversity and establishing bonds of charity. As the Catholic community welcomes Bishop-elect Reverend Father Constantine Roping, they are reminded of the importance of unity, prayer and support in their shared journey of faith. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Welcome back from that story from Nebi, and still in Nebi district, over thousands of youths across Nebi diocese have come together to have a memorable one-week conference at Nebi Cathedral Ceremonial Grounds with the aim of moving and empowering the youths in upholding their faith in God. During the opening of the one-week conference which commenced yesterday, 6th of Jan 2025, Right Reverend Father Walter Wokrach, the youth chaplain Nebi Catholic Diocese, urged the youths to be disciples of the word. Take a look.
Over 1,000 Catholic youths from across the diocese gathered at Nebi Cathedral Ceremonial Ground for a one-week conference aimed at inspiring and empowering them to become active participants in their faith. The conference, themed Rooted in Faith, Growing in Hope, featured a range of activities including keynote addresses, workshops, and prayer sessions. The youths also had the opportunity to participate in the Sacrament of Reconciliation and attend Mass. In his opening address, Reverend Father Walter Wokrach, youth chaplain Nebi Catholic Diocese, emphasized the importance of faith in the lives of young people. He added that Catholic youths are the future of the church.
Joining together, praying that God should bless the year 2025 and the purpose open for us the day of mercy, Jubilee year, 25 years of celebrating the goodness of God. That God has forgiven us many times, but sometimes we always forget. I will be a witness for being a forgiven person, that all of us we have sinned or fallen short, but sometimes we don't want to appreciate God that God has done things in our lives. May God bless you as you listen and witness to Christ who has done good things in your life. May God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Zako Joyce, the National Youth Coordinator, Episcopal Province, said it is essential that youths deepen their understanding of faith and become active witnesses to the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Prepare them to actively participate in the year of the Jubilee. And also secondly, as I said, these young people have their own resolutions, have their own dreams. And the Holy Father actually tells us who are the animators always to encourage the young people to dream their dreams. Meaning we should not shatter them, we should not limit them, we should allow them to be young. Just allowing them to be young, and our work is to guide them.
Meanwhile, Bithum Vivian, one of the participants, revealed that the conference will feature presentations from various speakers, including priests, religious sisters, and lay people. She acknowledged the importance of such conferences, the role of the church in society, and the challenges of living out one's faith in a secular world.
Other people who are outside that, being as a youth, you have to be friendly with God, and then wherever people are gathering, praising God, you have to be there. And then the things which is there in that seminar, very group. We know that some challenges are there, but some small things which can help us as youth.
The conference, which commenced on Monday 6th January 2025 to Saturday, was organized by the Nebi Catholic Youth Movement with support from each parishes in the diocese. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
And moving to Madi sub-region, the general public in Madi sub-region have been urged to embrace education for development. This urge was made by Surubaru Simon, the Madi paramount chief, during the coronation ceremony of Ulegos Kayo Andira, the 10th chief of Pangaya clan on Saturday, 4th January 2025 at Pangaya Playgrounds. Dominic Anthony has more of the story.
According to the chief, the only way for the region to develop is by encouraging all the parents to send their children to school and engage in income-generating activities across the region. Surubaru Simon, the Madi Paramount chief, urged the public to engage in farming so as to improve their livelihoods and stressed the need for sending children to school so as to develop the region, saying, without education, there will be no development.
Yes, I'm encouraging my people to go for development, a serious one. Here we have plenty of land. Agriculture development. Let people dig for commercial agriculture. So I'm urging our people to send the people to school, their children to school. They never developed in this world or in the country. So I'm advising my people to take education seriously so that our people can develop.
Honorable Dr. Joyce Moriku Kaduchu, the Minister of State for Primary Education, lauded the chief for enlightening the public on the importance of educating their children and pledged her total support in ensuring that all the school-going children are being raised unanimously by the community so as to foster good morals in the society.
The chiefs coming in and us working together, holding hands together, promoting it and ensuring that all our children educated, that is something that all of us have been desiring too. And I want to pledge my total support to work hand in hand with all our chiefs to ensure to it that where I can give a hand, I will always give that helping hand, to ensure that every child is entitled to education with an agenda of leaving no child behind. Number two, the issue of a child is for the entire village. That is what our cultural leaders will bring on table, such that they will be responsible to correct, to discipline, and to ensure that every child is looked after by everybody in village. That is the only way to discipline the child, the only way to ensure the children adhere to the school norms.
Amba Richard Bakai, a renowned businessman in Ajumani who also attended the function, said every child deserves education, but he is against the practice of some parents sending their children to study in far distance nearby schools so as to reduce on unnecessary expenses incurred while sending their children to school.
Children must get education within, and education is the same. You have to put effort. You have to see the teachers. The chiefs have to teach the teachers to be in the school. They have to give lesson for us. We shall also promote our local area here to be better. Even some of our primary, some of our secondary school here within the region, they are passing even better than those in Kampala. So I think his speech is very, very good. And we, the parents, will also trying to support them.
Dominic Anthony Okumi, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Welcome back from that story, and moving down to the capital of Uganda, that is Kampala. One of the key lawyers in opposition figure in Kizza Besige's trial, Aaron Kizza, has been put behind bars for 9 months. The General Court Martial has sentenced lawyer Aaron Kizza for what it termed as gross professional misconduct to Chitala prison. Take a look.
The General Court Martial has sentenced lawyer Aaron Kizza to 9 months in prison for what it termed as gross professional misconduct. Mr. Kizza, one of the key lawyers in opposition figure Kizza Besige's trial before the military court, was found guilty of banging the angle bars and didn't listen to the chairman of the court. He has been ordered locked up at Chitala prison. Mr. Kizza, who was in the morning thrown into the gauge dock where his clients Besige and his associate Obed Mohamed Lutale Wia was brought to the court after the launch adjournment in handcuffs. Mr. Samuel Muyezi, another defense lawyer, said Mr. Kiza had been tortured during the break and that his arm was dislocated. His sentence was passed without a trial, contrary to basic principles of justice system, even in a military court. With deep concerns over the conduct of military court that was largely seen as kangaroo by critics, the sentencing of Mr. Kiza without a hearing will be seen as a major abuse of the fundamental rights of the lawyer. Critics have urged for years that the military court has no jurisdiction to try civilians and that military men treat civilians like military personnel when in the court martial. The controversial jailing of Mr. Kiza, who has clashed with Judge Advocate Brigadier General Richard Tukachungura over procedural matters, could have the judiciary on the ropes after the Supreme Court failed to rule on an appeal against the Constitutional Court's stripping of military courts of the right to try civilians. Masidaro was now the Constitutional Court's stripping of military courts of the right to try civilians. Masidaro was Nile TV, Nilecast.
And with this story, we have come to the end of our Nilecast for this evening. Thanks for always choosing West Nile Television for all the programs that runs from Monday to Monday. And wherever you're catching us from, I want to say a very big thank you for choosing West Nile Television. From me to you, have a very, very good night. See you next day.